ready? Anyone heading to India? Well, just make sure you don't eat with your left hand. That hand is used for only purposes in the bathroom or dirty things. If you shake hands, well, think about it. Just make sure you use your right hand, which is saved for the clean things. Today, I will be explaining to you how you will need to make sure you understand every single gesture, every single body language that's out there when you are traveling. Today, I've narrowed down just a few to help you out. I will be explaining to you why it is important to research the cultural gestures of the country that you may visit or simply just be communicating with. It is important to understand your body language when collaborating with people from other cultures so that you are sending the right message. The first one I want to start with is the most common one, the okay. In the United States, the okay means okay, no problem, I got it, perfect, or content. In Greece or Turkey, though, you're basically telling someone that they are homosexual. In the Middle Eastern countries, it's an evil eye or that you're mad. In Brazil, it's basically the middle finger in the United States. Definitely don't do that. In France, if you see that, you're worthless or you're zero. You're a zero. But then there's other ways that means. In Japan, it means money, but it also means in Japan the number 5. The number 5. In Germany, in Hungary, it means the number 1. So make sure you know the OK sign. That is very broad. The next sign I want to talk about is the V sign or the peace sign. In the United States, that's what that means. But in Australia, the United Kingdom, Ireland, New Zealand, it's seen as rude defiance towards authority. So for example, in 1998, there was an American newlywed couple that traveled to New Zealand. While they were there, they rented a car and were driving around. Unfortunately, they missed a stop sign and the police pulled them over. After they had explained to the police officer that they were from out of town, didn't know where they were going, the officer gave them a warning and sent them on their way. As they were leaving to give their thanks to the police officer, they threw up the peace sign. Well, just then the police officer calls in for backup and cuffs the man, considering that against the law. So make sure you don't give the peace sign in New Zealand. The next topic I want to talk about is going to be the horn fingers or the rock-on fingers. Again, that's exactly what it means in the United States, but in Italy, Brazil, Colombia, Portugal, it means your wife's cheating on you. Another example of that is George Bush's inauguration day in 2005. He threw up the rock-on fingers. And according to the media, it created a big uproar. And the Italians took it as your wife is cheating on you, and the African countries considered it a curse. So make sure you know that one as well. Then there's going to be some other ones that we don't do in the United States. Being late is one of them. In Argentina, it's okay to be an hour to 3 hours late. No problem. In Brazil, if you do this, fist to forehead, you're calling someone stupid. Then your outward hand, as we do in the United States, which is, give it to me or give me your hand. In Greece, Africa, and Pakistan, that actually means to rub dirt, feces, or ashes onto a convict's face. So you're calling someone a convict, you're also disrespecting them by throwing something in their face. Big one, not to do. The last one, if you're in the Philippines and you ask for direction and someone gives out their kiss lips, they're not trying to kiss you. They're trying to tell you that where you're going is right around the corner or that you're real close or you're almost there. So don't take offense to that. The kiss symbol. Kissing lips. Then, so basically when you are traveling abroad, just make sure you understand all of your communication that you need to have, all your gestures and body language. It's impossible to learn them all, but understand at least where you're going. Because there are over 700,000 forms of gestures all over the world. And there's 70% of communication is done through that body language. So really, if you don't know, don't move. It is important that you study these things. You do not offend anyone. You need to make sure that you are communicating the best way possible with all people. Thank you.
That one was better.